I need an arm and leg. I need an arm and head. Cardi and love it, leg. Arm and leg. Head and check. Bitch.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? I am legally obligated by the union to buy push-ups every stream I visit. Damn. Where's my union, huh? Where's my union, huh? Where's my shit? I have rights too. I have rights too. Okay, hold on. Let me switch to this. Hello. What do you mean sad violin, K? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, time for push-ups. Push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay. Where's timing for that violent SFX, bruh? Bruh. Okay. Chat, today we're doing the sketchbook stream. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but let's see. Let's see. Welcome in K, welcome in Cheesy, welcome in Seven. How are you guys? How are you guys? But yeah, we're gonna do the sketchbook stream. And then maybe some Marvel Rivals. I finally hit level 15. So I might do my competitive ranking placement games here. I might stream them. Because why not? It's gonna be tough, chat. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be tough. Probably gonna have to lock in, but let's see. Let's see on Marvel Rivals. Let's see. Okay. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Boom. Hi. 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 Okay. Let's start. Hold on, let me get the book. This is my sketchbook. This is my sketchbook. Now, I'm not going to show everything. I've marked out the pages I'm not going to show. So, yeah. Anyway, let's dive in. Let's dive in. I tried drawing every day for as long as I can. This is the result of all that studies. I started on the 10th, 2024. Yeah, I mean? Okay, this was day one, chat. This was day one. This was day one. As you can see, this is day one. Pretty horrible. Pretty abysmal. Pretty abysmal. Then turned out like this. Day 2, day 3. Oh god, he's a pair of floating hands. Woo! 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 Okay, let me put this here. Yeah. So, day 2 and day 3. See? Yeah. Should I zoom in? I think I should zoom in, right? Oh, wait. Hold on. I'll just put it here. No, you know what? I'll do this. Okay. Yeah. So, day 2 and day 3. Again, horrible. I hate this. I hate this the most. This is pretty bad, but this, oh man. This one too. And this, oh man. So keep in mind at the start, I was mostly copying drawings to learn. Not tracing, just copying. So, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Keep in mind also I skipped some days. Like it wasn't like every single day nonstop. It was every now and then. But I think the first 2 weeks it was like every day. Then we have this. At the time, I was proud of this. Yo, it's everybody getting the bots. Yo, that's crazy. Okay, I was proud of this. I don't know what this is. Again, I don't know. Now, I copied this one. At the time, I was really proud of this. I still am. In a way. I still am kind of proud of it. You know? But I was learning, with the eyes and stuff, how to make it look 3D-ish. And we have this. I don't know. Again, I don't know. Then we have this. No reference, just imagination. Started developing that imagination. This I'm still proud of today. Till this day, I'm still proud of. Still proud of this one. Really, 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 really good. Really good. This, I don't know. Okay, moving on. We have these. Again, you gotta like, I was trying to learn like how to draw ears. See what I mean? I wish it would focus properly, but I guess this is what you guys get. Got some new markers. There we go. Again, I was really proud of these. Really, really proud. Especially the ear. The ear is pretty cool. The eye as well. Don't ask me what the hell this is. Don't ask me. This was supposed to be Christian Bale. This one. And then we got this. Really happy with this one. I don't know. Okay. Next page. Here's where it gets crazy. Chad. Look at that. I just started like experimenting with color. And we got these. I don't know what this was. Again, cars. I don't know. This guy's kind of zesty. And we have this. Supposed to be Dominic Fike. We got Tyler. I was drawing like buildings and stuff. See what I mean? Again, I don't know. I just saw things that I liked and I tried to draw every day. I tried my best. I use like real life photos. Like this one was a real life photo, and then I just tried to draw what I thought it would look like in cartoon form. I like the skull. You know what I mean? The skull. Okay, can't show that one. Hey, here we go. Dinosaur. Again, I'm trying to experiment with like different styles and stuff. There you go. Can you see that? Okay, never mind. This I was really proud of, but unfortunately, I ruined it by the next page. This too, really proud of this one. This too. This one too. But yeah. See, I ruined it with markers. There we go. And then we have this. This one was a real life photo, I think. There we go. That's that. Again, I'm trying to learn shape, so I was doing some practice. There we go. There you go. Yeah, shape studies here. I can kind of see the improvement here. Thank you, man. Thank you. It evolves, It evolves all throughout the sketchbook. It evolves. Okay. Got this from real life. I don't know why I had to specify. I think between this page and this page, I took a long break. But yeah, there we go. I think I was trying to do like real life. And we have this one, which I felt was horrible. Hi, Blossom. How are you? We're doing the sketchbook tour. What do you think? This is day 25, apparently. This is day 25. Day 25. Okay. Then we got, I don't know, a guy like at the mountain with a sword, a mouth, some girl being scared. I don't know what these are. Uh, I don't know what I was going for here. I don't know what I was going for here. But I was trying something. I was trying something. I'm fearing for my life. I don't want to go back to the apartment. Oh no! Not the smelly. Are you still in the hotel? Bro, be safe, bro. Then we have this. What the hell is this? The hell is this? What is that? I'm gonna wait for Uber out of hotel. Oh, okay, okay. Be safe, man. Be safe. Gotta be there to let in plumber. Then we have this. We have this one. Not too happy about these two. And then I don't know what's happening here. I guess I was trying to learn shape again. I tried drawing my Vtuber self. I tried drawing myself. See? The old model, remember? If you guys are OG, these look good. Look at you go. Ah, thanks, Blossom. It improves as we go along. It improves as we go along. This is still very early on when I started drawing. There we go. Lots of smoking. I don't know why. This one, I tried to draw from real life. I know it's not picking up that well, but bear with me. Some weird cat thing. What is this? Oh, wait. I gotta turn it like this. Yeah, so I was trying to study silhouettes as well for the shape. So I saw somebody in Japan like walking through a snowy area, and then I tried to draw it. See? Like that. Then we got this again, just copying stuff, trying to learn. This I really like. This one I really like. I don't know if you guys can, if it's clear, not that clear, but never mind. This one. This one. I think this was the period where I stopped for a while. I like that outside pic a lot. Oh, thank you. This one? Yeah, I like it too. I like it too. You know what? It's actually pretty fire. You know what? This. Yes. Thanks, Blossom. Again, I was copying. This one was a copy too. I was trying to get back because I stopped for a while. So I was trying to get back into the habit of drawing. And then we have this. Drawn from a IRL reference. There we go. I'm specifying. Proportions of the body wrong. See, I'm criticizing myself, obviously. What is this? What is this? This is horrifying. Now that I think about it, this shit is horrifying right now. It has good composition. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This shit is horrifying. Okay. We're going to here. Ooh. I really like this one. Ooh, I really like this one. This one's nice too. Stylized, you know. What? 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 There we got this. No reference. There we go. I'm using my imagination. There we go. The one left is Tuft. This one? This one? The Silky Doodle? Yeah. Then we got... I was trying to, expand, draw like armor and stuff. Not the left sketchbook side, I think. Ah, I see. It's very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Sibin. And we have this. Moving on. Okay, there we go. I try to experiment. I try to do a different sort of style. This I took another break again. I think I didn't draw for a very long time. There we go. If only I had enough for push-ups, lol. Again, you see, for context, I stopped numbering the days because I stopped drawing for a long time, but I'm gonna get back to it. This time, I'm gonna just fill up every page. Yeah. I kind of tried to do that. Ooh, this one's crazy. Ooh. There we go. Check that out. Check this out. Again. See. There we go. Ooh, this one I'm really, really proud of. This one though, chat. This one. Yo, this one. I think I copied, but like it's a pretty good copy if I do say so myself. Then we have this one. This one I'm really happy with too. This one. Got a cross. I don't know why. Again, this thumbnail. I don't know. Try to draw some crying. We got this one too. And this was the time. This came from my drawing tablet. This was the day I got my drawing tablet. So there we go. This was the point when it started to become serious. There we go. That's one. And these two. We were planning for filming, stuff like that. So I just brought out my sketchbook and started planning. Me and my friends were planning for filming. There we go. More copies. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know if there's a copy or not. These two, I think, are copies. This is from imagination. This one. This one. Yeah. Yeah, take a look. There we go. Then we have these. Again, more forms. I'm just trying to explore like the stuff that I couldn't finish. I'm trying to like draw over them, like draw extra stuff like this flower, stuff like that. I copied this because I really loved the art. I forgot who it was. I wish I could remember, but I really love that art. There we go. This was from a photo. I was trying to, get the proportions right, but clearly it's off. I started, experimenting with color. There we go. Look at this. Look at this. So you guys can see like how it evolved over time. I like this frog guy. I like the frog guy. There we go. Checkpoint. Checkpoint. April. There we go. And I always draw the eyes open, so I was trying to be like, if it was half closed and I'm looking from below, how would that look like? So I started copying stuff like that. This, I don't know. I was trying to draw a robot. There we go. Yeah. These are from photos. There we go. A doggy. A doggy. Ooh. This is a concept for an album. Not gonna explain it. And here we can see again, I'm experimenting with color. I don't know what this nightmare fuel is. I was just going for it. There we go. The seal that I like. And this was the idea. I think I showed Blossom this when she asked me if I wanted a mascot. I showed you this, right, Blossom? Remember this one? Yeah. So this is where it started. There you go. Again, I simplified it. I think I drew this from imagination. I was starting to get comfortable with it. Yeah. Got this. I saw a photo on IG and I really loved the composition, so I did a thumbnail so that I could do a bigger sketch. Maybe I might do it again one day. I might like do it properly soon. Uh just a cool place. The Alien movie. I took a still and then I wanted to try and study the composition and the framing and everything. And practice with that. Trying to draw dinosaurs here. No reference. There we go. I don't know. Shark studies. Oh my god. I was out with some friends and I wanted to draw that scene in my head. There we go. I started experimenting with like fine liners. Greetings and salutations from the office. Currently muted, so won't hear, but hope all is going well. Hi. Hi, Ray. Hi. We're doing Sketchbook Tour. Sketchbook. Okay. I was trying to draw motorcycles. See? Like here. Do more motorcycle studies. Clearly, I never got to it. But yeah. And then I was doing like samurai head studies, helmets and stuff. From a reference, I think this was from a photo. I don't know what this is. Don't ask me. I don't know. Oh, thank you for the check-in, Ray. Wait, hold on. Thank you, Ray. Hope you have a great day at work. Okay. Okay. We have this. I'm really proud of this one. I think I put the reference in here. Cassette Girl. Okay, there we go. Cassette Girl. Oh, this I really like, chat. This was from a live photo. This was from a IRL photo. And I drew this one. There we go. Again, more studies. These two are originals. I think these two are originals. And here I tried to draw Camilla, the VTuber. I tried to draw Camilla, as you guys can see. I tried my best. Samurai, I don't know. I was just trying to explore like different styles, like a more sketchier, like simple kind of style. See, I tried to draw myself. Yo, I tried to draw myself. This is my VTuber model. Yo, let's go. Yeah. Horse. I might have to do more horse studies, but I like the composition a lot. There we go. This was from a photo, I think. Again, more horse. horrible. We don't talk about this one. While this is going on, I'm going to draw. I've started a style where everything I draw now fits in a sticker, a patch of some sort. Oh, nice. I hope it goes well. If you don't mind sharing, I'd love to see when you're done. Okay, there we go. Check out this one. This is pretty interesting. I started experiment. I was like, maybe I should use more of my imagination. And so I was like, okay, let me just draw some random shit. I tried to draw myself, the Vtuber, as a chibi. I tried to draw the mascot. See? See? Okay, this is an I just drew this, but it felt like a manga cover. So I had the idea of, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna save this. It might be a good like manga cover. I think there's a story here, if that makes sense. Chibi Dayan cute. Wait, hold on. Yeah, look at me. Look at me. Okay. Again, cover. Trying to think of, like different covers, different characters. Like for some reason, this guy stood out to me a lot. Yeah, he stood out to me a lot. I kept drawing him. But yeah. Let's see what else we got. Again, more shape studies, 3D, perspective stuff. I tried to draw a gorilla, it didn't go so well. Now these two, Chad. These two I copied, but I love it. I love it. Whatever this art style is, if you guys know the artists, I tried to look for them. I really, really tried to look for them, but I couldn't. If you guys know who the artist is for these, please let me know. Because I love this style. Fish. This one. But yeah, I think these two really shaped my art going forward. I love the eyes, the hairstyles, the way it's like messy, the way you drew the eyelids and stuff, the blush, And here we go. Me again, but I was trying to like, what if I had a website where it's like my model, but like spinning, This though, this was from a real life photo. Man, I'm still proud of this one till this day. This piece I'm still proud of. This one. Man, it's so good. It's from a selfie, I think. Somebody took a selfie. There we go. I was trying to design the website here. Maybe I'll get around to it. But here we go. Here, check this out. Like that. More Gundam. Gundam mentioned. Ooh, this is nice. At first it was bad, but then I was like, you know what? Let me just work with it. Oh, I like this one too. Now that I think about it, I like this one too. Ooh. This I'm also really proud of. I drew this from imagination. Really, really proud of this one. I think the proportions are like perfect. The style is amazing. Feels like old Pokemon. Like that kind of style. Then we have this. Again, the guy. I might make a manga out of it. I might. More samurai studies. And then I was trying to do animals, so I tried to do like African wild dogs, you see? These were the first few attempts, but this was like one of the last attempts. Bears didn't work out. Then I tried doing like panels for like a comic. I tried to experiment with panels. You see? So he's like, he sees this thing, and it's this, and he's like, huh? Yeah, I think I copied this one from reference. There we go. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I was trying to use the pen more. My fine line markers. There we go. Also from reference. There we go. We're like halfway through. There we go. Also reference, I think, but I really, really like this one. I need to study clothes. Check that out. Okay. Next. So horrendous. Again. I don't know. But I like the silhouette. I like the silhouette. There we go. Check that out. Check that out. Check this out. This I really like. This I like too. Yeah. Really good. Pretty good. This is one of my favorite drawings of all time that I've ever done. This one is from a reference, yeah. But it's not completely similar. Like I added a few things. And I mean, obviously the proportions and stuff is like in my style, but like I really, really, really like this one. I really like this one, chat. I really like this one. Now I watched a video on like forums, so I was trying to experiment with that, especially with pen. So I drew this from a reference. Should have thumbnail better proportions. There we go. Fish, Ultraman. Yeah, I don't know. I was following the because I was like, ooh, I was watching the G-Quacks anime, the Gundam one, G-Quacks. And I was like, oh, I really love that style. I want to study it more. You know, there's parts of it that I really, really love. Okay, next. This was an idea I had for like the female protagonist for my manga or webtoon. So I'm still thinking about it. Again, ideas. I ruined this piece. I ruined it. It was great before, but I ruined it. There we go. Check that out. Oh, hold on. Check that out. Yeah. This one. Got this one. So I was trying to get used to using the markers more, but you know, I didn't use it that much. Proportions are horrible. This is from a photo. It's alright. Yeah, there we go. Some elfmen. Oh wait, let me show you this. This one. This. I messed up the eye. Supposed to be like a wink kind of look. Yeah. Hold on. This. There we go. Then we have this. This is from a photo. Then here, I'm experimenting with the pen more. I drew this YouTuber I was watching. Unlicensed Care Bear. Yeah, I don't know why I was watching this, but yeah. Again, I was trying to experiment with the pen more. I really like this one, chat. I really like this one. It's really nice. There we go. And then this was when I started playing Uma. Tried to draw a gold ship. And I started playing Uma. I saw this one artist have this kind of a style for the faces in some panels, and I was like, yo, that's actually really different. So I did that. This guy. Gold ship. Jerry McQueen, there we go. There we go. Copy this one, I think, just to study the proportions and stuff. Gold ship. Gold ship. Drawing with pen for the first time. There we go. My first pen thing. These two. More copying because I like the style of the eyes and the outfit and stuff. There we go. This is supposed to be me, but built. I mean, that boy's buff. That boy is buff. There we go. Check that out. Pretty chill. Pretty chill. Yeah. Pretty chill. Another reference, I think. Wait, what is this? Okay, I don't know what that is. Never mind. Never mind. More shape studies. Trying to do more shape studies. So as you can see from here on out, I was just practicing like drawing over stuff, trying to understand like how to imagine shapes in 3D space. So that's why I was trying to draw an apple and stuff like that. I tried to draw a mushroom house with an elf girl. Mushroom house. And then some swords, more boxes, box. Yeah, here's my mushroom studies. Studying forms and shape and shading and stuff. There we go. Check it out. Mushrooms. Supposed to be me. Yeah. There we go. Check this out. This was completely from imagination. This one. Oh, hold on. This one was completely from imagination. Check that out. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, I was planning for the BADATHON here. I did some tree studies, spiders, random guy, environment studies, robot, stuff like that, a flower. There we go, more plants and stuff. Trying to draw hands. See, like that. There you go. Yeah. Eyes. This I saw in my dream. Remember I showed you guys on stream? Rabbit dog. Rosie. From Blackpink. I tried my best. I tried my best. That's all I'm gonna say. And we have this one. This one I'm really happy with. This one too. This one tree. But yeah. There you go. Check it out. Then I was trying to get more stylized. I drew this insane tiger. Yeah, but as you can see, I was just trying to figure out like what's my style with using pen, because I couldn't really like do my guidelines and everything, so I was just trying to go off of feel at this point. See? So I was just drawing random stuff. I like the sword. Yeah. This is nice. This is really good perspective, I feel. You have this. Monsters. You know, this page. You guys can see this page. Yeah, this one, this alien girl. Yeah, I was trying to draw this like helmet dude. Oh, there we go. Uruka from the Nito Exorcist. That is the manga I was talking about. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like the art style. It's very like almost simple. It's almost simple, but it's very it has a lot of emotion. You know what I mean? That's the weirdest cow. We got this. This. So, I mean, you guys can see how much oh boy. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I drew that. As you can see, my art style changed a lot as the sketchbook goes on. It changed a lot. I got more confident with, you know, making characters and stuff. I was exploring like different styles and stuff. I think I saw a Cosmic Ghost Rider. This was from a neighborhood music video. The neighborhood. There we go. Private? Is it private? Yeah, it is private. Okay. But yeah, that's that song. This one. These two. Again, I was trying to experiment. Perspective and stuff. Or of these. Bamboo. Those are pretty good bamboo though. Those are pretty good bamboo. But yeah. There we go. More of this. Tree trunk hut kind of thing. Yeah. These. This. Oh, this I also copied, but I really love this. I really, really love this character. I saw it and I was like, yo, this is a great character. I like it a lot. But yeah, there we go. I think I was getting better with imagining poses, but I feel like the proportions are still a little off. That's it. Yeah. I think this was yesterday or the day before. This one. Again. I think I copied this one. I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. But yeah. Yesterday and day one. Day one and yesterday. A whole year, chat. A year of drawing. Can you imagine? That's crazy. That's crazy, chat. Okay. So, that was the sketchbook tour, chat. That was the sketchbook tour. That was it. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of that. But, you know, more than anything, I hope it gives you inspiration to try out your own things and experiment. You know, if you got something you always wanted to learn, I think you should do it. Take it from me. 1 year of progress can go a long way. You know? 1 year progress can go a long way, chat. A long, long way. Okay, let me put my webcam back. I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. What do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do? What shall we do today? What shall we do? Do you guys want to? You guys want to play Rivals? You know what? I think I'll play that off stream. We'll do something for an hour. Then I will end and I will start my Rivals grind, chat. I will start my Rivals grind. We can just, you know what? We could just do just chatting for an hour. You know what we haven't done in a while? Oh my god. You know what we haven't done in a while? Let's watch some YouTube. YouTube. Let's watch some YouTube. Who wants to watch YouTube? Who wants to watch YouTube? Who wants to watch YouTube? Concept art process, sketching, illustration. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Oh man, this guy has music behind it. Oh man. Okay, hold on, chat. Hold on. Let me get a video. Hold on. I'm gonna keep that there. Let's get a video. Let's get a video. Let's get a video. Now, my YouTube is mostly like, Psylocke videos. Like, #1 best Psylocke in the world shows you how to play Psylocke. Why? Because I'm Psylocked in, though, chat. I'm Psylocked in. I'm Psylocked in. Father of industrial design. Okay, nah. It's gonna be crazy. We should watch. You know what? Let's watch an expo. Let's watch an expo. Oh, let's watch this. Okay, hold on. Let me adjust this. And we'll go here. Internet. Ba-ba. 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 A rich kid. Ba-ba. Schoolboy, what's up? Oh, what's up? 4x4 in a mansion. Look at my hoe. She the baddest. Ba-ba-ba. Look at my hoe. She the baddest. Black boy, white boy, swagger. I got that. Hold on. Okay, I think this fits. You guys ready? Let's watch this. Let me change the category. Just chatting. Okay. You guys ready? Oh, wrong one. Okay, there we go. You guys ready? Let's go.
Japan is often listed among the safest countries in the world, a place where crime feels almost alien. But that sense of security can be deceiving, because when violence does erupt in the land of the rising sun, it's rarely ordinary. In societies where homicides are rare, the few incidents that do occur often involve exceptional motives and exceptional brutality, the result of
I've done 2 out of the 3 sections of this drawing. It's in art if you want to see. Okay, let's see. Ooh, dare to explore, dare to try. Wait, why? Why dare to explore, dare to try? What's that about? What are you making here? Are you making like an inspirational kind of... Oh, wait, it's a sticker, right? I think it's nice, man. Let me give it a heart. I'll give it a heart. There you go. I'll give that a heart. Yeah. Okay, where were we? It's nice, man. It's nice. I can't wait to see when it's done.
In societies where homicides are rare, the few incidents that do occur often involve exceptional motives and exceptional brutality, the result of years of repression, isolation, or quiet desperation finally breaking loose. Today, I'll be diving into a case that left Japan reeling. The Kato family murders, retracing the timeline, plotting the layout of the area, and examining the leading theories in an attempt to shed some light on one of the nation's darkest mysteries.
Oh boy. Here we go.
This message is sponsored by Raycon. Simply why Raycon is a hit. Your ears stay open to the world around.
Hate that.
Brought to you by Raycon.
We hate Raycon.
It was Tuesday, September 7th, 2004, and a typhoon warning had just been issued in Aichi Prefecture, central Japan. 8-year-old Shogo Kato and his classmates had been sent home early from elementary school, not that any of them were complaining. Shogo in particular was excited about the time off. In just 2 days, it would be his 9th birthday, so this unexpected break felt like an early present. As he walked home through the quiet, residential neighborhood of Kutsukake in Toyoake City, he neared his 2-story detached home, which he shared with his mother, Toshio, father, Hiroto, elder siblings, Yuki and Rina, and the family's latest addition, Shiba Inu, Jackie.
Yo, shout out to the dog, though.
To invest in a guard dog, and it was a good thing that they did. In recent months, a few unsettling occurrences have put the Katos on edge.
Oh boy.
Several suspicious men have been sighted roaming their quiet street. On top of that, somebody had broken into the family car, let the air out of Rina's bicycle tires, and in one chilling instance, while both parents were out of the house, tried to open the front door.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
Shogo had been home at the time, and had yelled out to
This is already scary. Bye, ban. Oh no. Oh no, I'm banned. Oh no. Welcome in, people. How are you? We're watching this murder mystery. Japan's darkest unsolved mystery. The Kato family murders. That's what it's called. We're watching this. How are you?
Was on the other side of the door to get away. And now, as he greeted his dog at the edge of the property, his eyes were drawn to a small piece of graffiti that had recently appeared. A strip of pink paint smeared vertically on the northeast corner of the wall surrounding the household. But the child's concerns were quickly replaced with happier thoughts of balloons, presents, and the cake that his mother had no doubt baked him, as she did every year. And so he brushed off his worry and ran inside to check on the preparations. The storm arrived and passed without incident, and by the evening of September 8th, the skies were surprisingly clear. Few streetlights lined Kutsukake, but a particularly bright...
I'm good, but I have exams from 13, so I'm going to study. Okay. Good luck with your exams. I hope it goes well. I hope it goes well, for real. I hope it goes well.
moon meant visibility was good. Inside number 165, Toshio, Shogo, Yuki, and Rina spent the evening watching TV and finalizing the next day's birthday celebrations.
Oh boy.
The man of the house, Hiroto, was working overtime on a particularly time-consuming project in Nagoya. He was a municipal employee and often had to stay at the office late into the night. As such, he wasn't home when the nightmare unfolded.
Uh-oh. Nah, man, what's
At around
gonna
9
happen?
PM, Hiroto sent his wife, Toshio, a text telling her that he'd be working through the night so that he could take a day off for Shogo's birthday. At 11 PM, he called Toshio and reminded her to keep a spare key out for him in the usual spot. Their conversation was brief and unremarkable, aside from the fact that it was the last time Hiroto would ever speak with his wife.
Oh boy.
At approximately 4 AM on September 9th, neighbors heard female screaming coming from the Kato residence. It sounded like Toshio. This was quickly followed by, quote, the sound of people running around. Less than 30 minutes later, at around 4:25 AM, those same neighbors were again awoken by the smell of smoke.
Nah.
The Kato house was on fire. Hiroto's brother, who happened to live nearby, contacted Hiroto on his office line and told him to come home immediately, saying his home was ablaze and his loved ones were nowhere to be seen.
That
Hiroto
is
immediately
scary,
began
chat.
making the hour-long journey back from Nagoya. As soon as he arrived, he began rushing towards his smoke-filled house, desperately calling out for his family, but firefighters managed to hold him back. The fire was finally extinguished at sunrise, and had burned so fiercely that the steel columns of the home had bent. When it was safe to do so, investigators entered the building, which, in their words, was as hot as a sauna. Inside, they came upon a scene of pure carnage. Inspired by fellow YouTuber Rhetorica, who's
man, it must be crazy in there.
made a well-researched deep dive into this mystery of his own, I've drawn up a floor plan of the property based on media descriptions, news broadcasts, and a Da-Terabi Side B reconstruction. The house consisted of 2 floors. On the first level were 3 main rooms. A kitchen area, accessible through this east side door, a traditional Japanese-style room, and a Western-style living space. In that living room, responders discovered the body of the youngest son,
Oh
Shogo.
no.
In their words, in a half-cremated state, smouldering and unrecognizable. As detectives would later learn, he had been struck once in the head with a blunt metal object, and his cause of death was determined to be cerebral contusion.
Oh, that's horrible.
It soon became clear that this hadn't been an accidental house fire as everyone expected.
This
The
was
boy
a
had been callously
murder.
murdered on his 9th birthday and set alight. But he was far from the only victim. On the second floor, they found his older brother, Yuki. He too had been killed by a single blow to the head, which had caused an acute subarachnoid hemorrhage. Curiously, a blanket had been draped over his lifeless body. In contrast, the female victims had been dispatched more violently,
Oh
more
boy.
personally. Both were found outstretched in their respective bedrooms. Toshio had been stabbed and slashed more than a dozen times in the back and face, while Rina had been stabbed nearly 10 times in her back and other places.
Oh Jesus.
The wounds on
Why? Who would? Why? Oh god.
both women were around 3 centimeters wide, with deep punctures from their backs to their lungs,
Oh, that's
and they had been stabbed
horrible.
hard enough to break their ribs. Since there was no sign of metallic chipping, police say a hard survival knife with a length of around 20 centimeters must have been used.
Oh, that's crazy.
Just like Yuki, both
This guy
Toshio
must have been deranged. This guy must have been deranged and an incel.
and Rina had been covered with blankets. The state of the bodies was confusing to say the least. Why had only the female victims been viciously stabbed? Why had Toshio, Yuki, and Rina been hidden under blankets, but not Shogo? For that matter, Why was Shogo the only one found on the first floor and not in his bedroom when he wasn't allowed to stay up late by himself? And why had he been burned much more thoroughly than the others? Despite the commotion overheard by neighbors, there was no evidence of any defensive wounds, and it's believed that each family member was asleep when they were attacked. The use of different weapons suggested multiple perpetrators working in unison, though detectives couldn't rule out a well-prepared lone killer being the culprit. After bludgeoning and piercing their victims, the intruder, or intruders, then placed kerosene-soaked newspaper throughout the home in an apparent attempt to burn out the interior and destroy any bloodstains.
You could say it was the man behind the slaughter.
Fingerprints, footprints, or skin fragments.
That is true.
Terrifyingly, various quantities of black soot was found in the lungs of each victim,
Oh boy.
indicating that they were all still breathing when the fire was set.
Oh, that's horrible.
Detectives attempted to reconstruct the killer's movements, but unfortunately, due to the amount of fire damage, they struggled to do so effectively. Both the front and side doors to the property were locked, and there was no sign of a forced entry. The windows on the ground floor had melted.
Oh, we got ads.
First, they believed that the intruder must have gained
We got
access
ads,
through one
chat.
of them, most likely this window at the rear of the property, as the shutter was partially raised. But neighbors pointed out that that was unlikely. Toshio obsessively kept all of the doors and windows at ground level locked to protect her kids from any would-be intruders, and certainly wouldn't have left one open. Yuki's second floor window had been open at the time, but there was no evidence that a ladder had been used to gain access. Given that the youngest victim, Shogo, had the least amount of soot in his lungs, and that he was found on the first floor, it stands to reason that he was attacked first, and that the killer or killers had truly entered on the ground level. Toshio had kept a secret key out in the storage shed, as per her husband's request, but investigators found it in the exact same spot where she had left it. If the killer had used it, he had put it back very carefully as to confuse the investigation, and had locked the door behind him before fleeing into the night. Investigators initially thought that this was a home invasion gone wrong, with the pink paint being used to mark the property out, but they struggled with the lack of motive, and there had to be one, because this house hadn't been selected at random.
That is true. Why
by a maze of
specifically?
roads, other residential buildings, and farmland, in a quiet area far from the town centre. That's to say, the Katos had been intentionally targeted by someone familiar with this area.
Somebody had motive.
But the family had received no direct threats prior, and though a few drawers had been opened, the only item stolen from the home was the dog's collar. Why kill the sleeping occupants, only to run off empty-handed? The only rational explanation is that whoever snuck into the Kato home in the early hours of September 9th did so for one reason, and one reason only:
Revenge?
to kill everyone inside.
Oh boy.
The sheer brutality and effort made to cover up the crime indicated that this was a meticulously planned hit. The person or people responsible had come well prepared. For instance, Luminol revealed no traces of blood outside the property, indicating they had brought a spare change of clothes with them so that they could burn their blood-soaked outfits at the scene. Neither of the weapons were ever found. No cameras captured their movements. They were in and out within 30 minutes, and they had brought their own kerosene to ensure that none of their DNA got left behind. This was a near-professional job, and without a witness, it would be hard to pin it on anybody. And frustratingly, the sole survivor who could actually shed some light on this mystery wasn't talking. Not because he didn't want to, mind you, but because he couldn't. The Kato family's dog, Jackie, had been found cowering under their car in the driveway, no doubt having witnessed the nightmare unfold.
The dog.
As one detective put it, "I often seriously wonder how great it would be to be inside that dog's eyes and brain." Yet ironically, it was Jackie's silence that gave investigators their strongest lead. The Katos had been training Jackie to be a guard dog, keeping him by the front entrance during bedtime hours. Shiba Inu are a particularly alert breed, and as expected, Jackie would always bark whenever a stranger approached. On the night of the slayings, though, the locals hadn't heard so much as a peep out of him. Yet somebody had unchained him by removing his collar. Someone he either trusted enough, or feared enough, not to bark at. With that in mind, the detective's attention turned towards his master. Hiroto Kato had always been regarded as a caring family man and doting father. But when investigators
That's
began
crazy. Wait a minute. They think the dad did it? Yo, that's
digging
crazy.
into him, they discovered that he had actually been living a double life.
What?
Though it's true Hiroto often arrived home late from work, it wasn't always because of overtime. After clocking off, he would often visit upscale hostess clubs with colleagues and chat with beautiful women for hours on end,
Oh,
spending
man.
tens of thousands of yen per visit, and often sending his favorite hostesses additional money as gifts.
Oh, lordy
As he would
lord.
later admit, he'd become obsessed with, quote, escaping into a glamorous place that wasn't available to him at home. It was later rumored that Hiroto had become romantically involved with a young Filipina who was working at one such club. According to some reports, he had become deeply infatuated with her, to the point that he was considering divorcing Toshio and starting a new life. Some sources claim that he spent a significant amount of money on her, as much as 400,000 yen per month.
Damn, that's a lot of money.
Whether or not this woman reciprocated his
Per
feelings
month?
is unclear, as many hostesses engage in papakatsu, in English, gold-digging behavior. As I mentioned in my Airi Sato coverage, many of these hostesses enter into relationships with customers for monetary gain. But it was clear to investigators that on Hiroto's end at least, the emotional investment was real. The strain this placed on his marriage was significant. Toshio had allegedly confided in a friend about Hiroto's coldness and absence. Some even claimed that she suspected the affair because Hiroto never seemed to have any money anymore. Hiroto's relationship with his children, especially the older two, had reportedly grown distant too. But was there actually any evidence that he was behind the familicide?
That's crazy though,
Well,
Chad.
just 20 minutes before the female scream was heard coming from the Kato household,
The
3:40
cheating? That's crazy.
a.m., a truck driver spotted a blue passenger vehicle roughly 200 meters from the crime scene. The trucker was struck by the fact that it bore an Owari Komaki license plate, the same area where Hiroto's workplace was located. That seemed unusual at such a late hour. While the inferno raged, firefighters noticed a similar green vehicle with an Owari Komaki plate drive past the Kato house.
There's a huge
with a
motive here if you think about it. Like, he can just escape, you know what I mean? He could just remarry and move on.
man in his 30s or 40s at the wheel. Could this have actually been Hiroto? Well, probably not. Hiroto actually had an alibi. Not only were his plates not Owari Komaki, as he didn't actually live in Nagoya, but one of his co-workers confirmed that he was indeed at the office when the nightmare took place. Something this co-worker may have been covering for Hiroto, perhaps to hide the fact that they were both at a hostess club. But I guess working on a project at 4 AM isn't that implausible, given Japan's slightly over-the-top work culture. It's also worth remembering that Hiroto's brother contacted him on his office number rather than his personal phone, seemingly confirming that he was indeed an hour's drive away in Nagoya, though there's no information about whether the police actually looked into his school records. Despite lingering public suspicion, Hiroto was never charged. Not in connection with this case at least.
What?
In 2005, 1 year after the loss of his family, Hiroto Kato was arrested on charges of fraud and embezzlement.
Uh-oh.
He'd reportedly stolen over 10 million yen from his company, money which he blew on his favorite hostess. In court, he pled guilty, his only excuse being that he was a weak man. He was given a suspended sentence, in part because his defense argued that he was treated very roughly by investigators during his interrogation. While questioning him about the embezzlement, they had reportedly tried to get him to confess to his family's slayings, and
Oh,
apparently
that's
caused
crazy.
him so much stress that he began stabbing himself in the leg with a pen. Since then, Hiroto has kept out of the public eye, and I don't just mean he turns down TV interviews. Aside from the 2004 funeral, he hasn't turned up to any memorial events for his wife and children, and even refuses to hand out flyers alongside other Kato family members, which obviously isn't a great look. Investigative journalist Miki Kato, no relation, met with him to ask why he doesn't campaign for answers about his family's deaths. He replied, "No matter what I do, I'll still be seen as a suspect. It's the police's job to solve cases. I don't want to cooperate with the police. I don't want to have anything to do with them again. I want to be left alone. I'm scared of the media, and I'm scared of you coming here. No matter how reasonable the arguments you make, I have no intention of cooperating. I don't care what people out there who don't know me think. I just want those who know me to believe me. Miki Kato has actually been looking
I don't
into
know how I feel about that, Chad. I don't know how I feel about that, man. This guy
this
is.
case since the very beginning.
I mean, he's had a horrible thing happen to him, but I guess it just broke him entirely. You know what I mean?
And has been one of the few journalists able to speak with the people involved and those affected.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
That includes the detectives working the case. And in one article, she brought to light a very bizarre development.
What is these? It's the Kato family murders. Japan's darkest mystery. Welcome in, Chlorine. How are you? This family died in like a very calculated attack. And the only person that wasn't there was the dad, who was embezzling money from his company to go and spend it on a hostess at a hostess club. So he's the main suspect, but he's never been charged. Like, he has an alibi and everything. So, yeah.
About 2 years after the incident, a man referred to as T, who was being interrogated at Aichi Police Headquarters in connection with a different case, suddenly claimed, "I know who the perpetrators of the Toyoaki case are." T accurately picked out photos of both Toshio and her husband's mistress, even though he had no known connection to either of them,
Damn.
selecting them from among a large set of women's photographs. He named 4 or 5 individuals as the perpetrators, including Yakuza members and foreign nationals.
What?
He claimed they had made a duplicate key to the Kato house, and said that he had gone with them there beforehand to check whether the key fit. He also reportedly drew an accurate sketch of the surrounding layout. The Special Investigation Headquarters was electrified by this, and spent months investigating T's story. However, over time, that story began to change, with T appearing to tailor his statements to match what he thought investigators wanted to hear. In the end, his testimony was ruled unreliable and thrown out. Detectives who supported the theory of a lone perpetrator dismissed his claims entirely, but Miki believes there may be some truth in T's story. As she wrote in a 2024 article, one former detective from the 1st Investigation Division said to me, "I believe there was a reason this crime happened on September 9th. I can't say more than that." Then he warned me, "Don't get carried away and dig too deep. You might get yourself killed." And with that, he hung up. Why did it have to be on the 9th? What was the significance of that date? Miki's retelling of T's story has since reignited public interest in the case. Online, people continue to speculate why a group of Yakuza might want to wipe out a mother and 3 children. Could Hiroto have angered a gang member at one of the upscale clubs he frequented, perhaps by messing with one of their women, or failing to repay a debt? Could Hiroto himself have been the target, but just so happened to be out that night? Could Hiroto have been the one to hire their services, using the last of his remaining cash? Could a jealous hostess have wanted his wife and kids out of the picture? Since T's story remains unconfirmed, those theories are nothing more than speculation. Speculation that the authorities aren't willing to entertain. They've since stated that they want to prioritize ongoing cases rather than past ones. The Kato house was preserved for a time, in case forensic breakthroughs meant new evidence could be recovered, but it was later demolished due to structural damage, young vandals compromising the scene, and a consensus among detectives that this case will likely remain unresolved.
Oh, that's insane.
One person who refuses to let this story fade from people's memory, though, is Toshio's sister, a woman who goes by the pseudonym Amami Toshi. From day one, Amami has been determined to avenge her sister, niece, and nephews. She was among the members of Sora no Kai, the organization which successfully campaigned to have the statute of limitations abolished for capital offenses, ensuring that killers can no longer run down the clock. She and other Kato family members gather at Kutsukake every September 9th to hand out flyers, spread awareness, and tell those who will listen about the 4 people who can no longer share their stories.
Damn, man.
Toshio was a devoted mother who, by all accounts, lived for her children, working hard not just as a full-time parent, but as a part-time pizza shop and racetrack employee. Though she struggled to make ends meet, her kids never went without, and she always remained cheerful and gentle. Yuki was a natural sportsman who took part in countless after-school activities, such as karate classes, and who was the captain of the track and field club. He was a superfan of the actress Aya Ueto. After the incident, a class anthology was filled with words that reflected Yuki's character. He was a person with great leadership skills and was full of motivation.
Damn,
In
man.
Mummy's words, Yuki lived his 15 years on Earth as if he were rushing through them all at once. There must have been so much he wanted to do, which is why I fear he can't rest in peace. His soul must be wandering. His old karate teacher, M-sensei, was extremely affected by the death of his student. The violence that befell him was far beyond anything M had ever imagined. The suddenness, the unexpectedness, the impact of the loss. He felt like he had failed his student and considered giving up karate altogether, but decided to continue with a different approach. M-sensei now teaches women and children basic self-defense techniques with a focus on immediately useful moves when encountering sudden evil, such as training them to instinctively make the correct split-second decisions, to scream, to brush off the hand that grabs you and run away. Like her brother, Rina too was athletic, was a setter on her high school volleyball team, and was a great admirer of Kurihara Megumi, a member of the Japanese national team at the time. She was also musical and creative, and loved playing the piano.
Damn, this is sad, man.
Like
Yo.
Toshio, she had a nurturing personality, and she often looked after her younger brother.
These were people with like ambitions, goals, you know, just trying to get by, and then just everything's over, you know?
Her mummy had hoped that she would one day grow up and fall in love, but she never got to experience that. Rina's passing inspired her best friend, Y, to become a nurse and help save lives as a way to honor her. As for Shogo, even from a young age, he had a sense of justice, a sense that was perhaps inspired by his favorite hero, Ultraman. In the
Ultraman!
time capsule dug up after the incident, he had left an illustration. On the back, he wrote how he one day hoped to become a police officer. To begin with, a mummy would make offerings of juice to Shogo to commemorate his birthday, but on what would have been his 20th, she began offering him.
Yo, Ultraman, yo!
His best friend grew up to become a policeman himself, and says that they would have been great partners. As for the family dog, Jackie, a mummy took him in. You'll be happy to hear that his life was peaceful from then on.
That's
He
good.
passed away in 2016.
Oh, man. R.I.P.
Locals still remember the Kato family. They remember the children's school events, the cheerful dog in the yard, the sound of life that once echoed from the house. Now it's just an empty lot, one which a mummy visits every year. Hiroto has yet to join her.
Damn. Damn, Chad, damn. It's a crazy video. That's a crazy video. Damn. That was heartbreaking, man. Damn. What?
A huge thank you to my supporters here on YouTube and over on Patreon, especially my biggest
Okay. Yeah. Oof, that was crazy. Nah, man. The horrors. Nah, bro. That was insane, bro. That was horrible. I don't even know what to think. I don't even know what to think anymore. Damn. I don't even know what to think for real. Tragedy, man. Tragedy. Why do people do stuff like this? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. What shall we do? What shall we do? Excuse me. Let's see. You know what? I think, yeah, I might end it here, chat. Might end it here, but don't worry, I will be back tomorrow. Don't worry, we'll continue tomorrow, okay? I'll figure out what we can do tomorrow. Oh yeah. I hope you guys have been working on your presentations. I'm gonna extend it. The deadline is gonna be let's say next Thursday. Next Thursday, you can send in your presentations. All right, doesn't have to be too long. Doesn't have to be too serious. As long as it's PG-13. You know, as long as you got something to talk about. For 5 minutes. Then you're good to go. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let me see. Let me see for a little bit, chat. Let me see for a little bit. Who can we raid? Who can we raid? Let me see who's on. Okay, none of my friends are on. You know what? Let's go here, chat. Let's go here. Let's go here. Okay, y'all. I love you guys. Take care. Have a, have a good day. Have a good night. I will see y'all tomorrow. Okay, I will let you know the time. Here you go. Just raid message. There we go. I love you guys, chat. Take care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Take care, chat. Take care. Bye. Bye, chat. Bye. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, chat. Bye. 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 Bye, Blossom. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Bye. Bye.